this, guys. Welcome. This is the Brandon Christian experience. The podcast has been taken over today. We've got, this is like the Royal Rumble. We got Peach Boy over here holding it down. And are we gonna do a live album release today too? Is that the plan?
That would be nice.
Not today.
Not today? Okay.
It's still in the process.
Still coming. And then we got Dylan Gemelli, Joe Ellis, Brandon Christensen, and Josh Neer, UFC veteran Josh Neer. And so we're going to talk all things combat sports today with the guru, Brandon. Welcome. So get it off your chest, Brandon.
All right. So I wanted to talk about UFC 242, mainly the fighters that are actually ranked, because I don't want to go over the whole card.
Yeah.
First we got off Curtis Blades versus Russian Gentleman. As far as I know, the Russian Gentleman, I can't pronounce his name, it's long. It's a very, out there.
Are you going with the Russian Gentleman then?
Well, I mean, I'm not quite sure. I'm not a huge fan of Curtis Blades.
Just call him Putin, man.
Putin.
Yeah.
Curtis Blade versus Putin.
All right.
That makes it easy. And we know he's Russian.
Fair enough. The Russian dude has basically almost double the amount of fights that Curtis Blades does, but Curtis has been more successful in the UFC, I think. At least he's more popular. He's had much more outstanding wins, like over Alistair Overeem.
So you're going with Blades?
Yeah, just because I don't really know much about this Russian dude, but he does have a lot more experience. I will say that.
Yeah. Right on. Well, I'm taking Putin on this one.
I don't bet against Russians often, man. No.
Right.
Nikolai's going to win.
This guy, he doesn't even have a name.
I'm giving him every fucking name in the book that I know that's Russian, man.
The Russian Gentleman. What'd you call him, Nikolai Volkov?
Yeah, I told him Nikolai, Putin, whatever the fuck. Drago.
What do we got next on the...
Then we got this other dude from Dagestan, one of Khabib's wrestling partners, Islam Makhachev versus Ravi Damos. I think that's how you say his name. I don't know much about Ravi, but I know Islam is pretty good. When I've seen some of his training videos at AKA, and he's pretty good at wrestling. And I'm not sure about his stand-up, but his wrestling's pretty good.
I believe Ravi is the world's jiu-jitsu champion, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, so from what I can say is it depends on how good his sweeps are. Is he going to be able to sweep Islam? And if he does sweep him, is he going to be able to stay there? Because I'm pretty sure this is going to go to the ground. My opinion. If they're both ground grapplers, that's usually where it's going to be. And if he can stay on top, good. He could probably just stay safe and maybe pull off a submission win. But Islam has got that really good ground pressure like all AKA fighters do. Luke Rockhold, Daniel, Khabib, Kane. It's going to be an interesting match for me to watch.
So what's next on the card there?
The next one is going to be Paul Felder versus Edson Barboza. That's an interesting one too. And I think Edson's got a few questions to answer, in my opinion. Can he take the pressure that Paul Felder can bring? And if he can, then he's probably going to be able to knock him out. Because, I mean, he's been dealing with pressure fighters lately. Khabib, Justin Gaethje, and, slipped my mind, James Vick. Although he was able to knock out, or no, it wasn't James Vick. I'm thinking Paul Felder. I'm sorry. But Paul Felder is a very good pressure fighter. He was like really pushing the pace with Mike Perry when they fought. It was a short notice fight, I believe, and he knocked out James Vick, and I was really impressed with that. So I might have Paul Felder winning this if Barboza can't take the pressure.
Who won the first one? Because it's a rematch, right?
Yeah, Barboza won.
He did?
I think.
I missed that one.
I thought that Barboza won because that's what Paul Felder keeps saying is I want this rematch so I can get my revenge.
Oh, yeah. The guy who lost always wants the rematch.
Oh, yeah.
All right. I missed that. Then the next fight is obviously Khabib versus Dustin Poirier. That's
Who do you got there?
I want Dustin to win, but
Why do you want Dustin to win? Because he's American?
right. No, I just like his attitude towards the sport. You know, he's really, really hardworking. He always just wants to just please everybody. I mean, Khabib does too, but it's just I can at least understand what Dustin says.
Did you watch that Khabib interview he did on with ESPN?
I haven't watched any of the stuff about it this week. Is it good?
Yeah, it was pretty good. I liked it. It was entertaining. He was they were talking about him rematching Conor and just everything in general, how he's been on his time off. You should watch it though. I watched it on YouTube, but it's a good interview. He's just so matter of fact and just so like. I mean, you know how he is, but
yeah, he just is what he is.
He just does not give a fuck.
That's why people like him. I mean, it's the same reason why people like Nate is because it's like, hey, he just is who he is, right? I mean, it appears to be that way. Speaking of which, so Josh, you were just out there for 3 weeks helping Nate get ready for the Anthony Pettis fight?
Yeah, I went back and forth for 3 months.
Right on.
Between Iowa and California.
What was the training camp like?
I mean, it was good. It was the most motivated that I've seen Nate train, and we've been training for almost 10 years, and he was definitely motivated for the fight. I mean, he always trains hard, but I feel like this training camp, he like took it to another level, and he was ready. I knew it was going to be a good night.
Nice. So who all was out there in the camp? Like guys we know? Was it always like his same guys? Like
mainly his same guys. He brought in some kickboxing coaches, and he brought in Kit Cope. I don't know if anyone really knows Kit Cope.
I remember Kit Cope from
he was like
old school.
Back in the day, like the first American like.
Was he WEC champion at one point, or am I thinking of?
I think you're thinking of Rob McCullough. Because Rob McCullough was like a good kickboxer too,
and I think Rob,
I think they might have actually fought.
Yeah, probably, but he fought in the WEC back in the day.
Yeah, he fought in WEC, and then he fought in the UFC. Fought Kenny Florian in the UFC.
That's right.
And like Kenny Florian like took him down and got a choke.
So he's pretty much a pure.
Yeah, he's a pure like Muay Thai guy.
Right on.
So and then he had out. That guy's name is like Ernie something. He was like the Ninja Turtle guy, and he was in the Ninja Turtles. Yeah,
Ernie Reyes. Yes, dude, that's hilarious. He was
like the
Ninjas
pizza guy for Ninja Turtles.
That's hilarious. So wait, that guy.
He's the main character in Surf Ninjas.
Yeah. He was. That's hilarious.
But
so that
he's
guy's
a badass
like
kickboxer.
Is he really?
Yeah, his
ninja.
kickboxing.
He's a ninja.
His dad is like a famous martial artist too.
Right.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I never knew that.
I mean, so what is their background? Is it?
I think it's like just Muay Thai and kickboxing. I don't really know.
Not ninjutsu?
I don't think so.
So let me ask you a couple scenarios here, Brandon. I'm gonna put you on the hot seat.
Oh shit!
Go for it.
The hot seat. So what's better, ninjutsu or capoeira in a fight? If you could only know one,
I would say capoeira because I mean they do have some competitions, but as far as I know, ninjutsu is really good when you're sneaking up on someone, just attacking them without them really noticing it.
Coward's martial art.
I mean, I didn't say it. You did.
I mean, if you're sneaking up on people,
implication, right?
Hey, do what you got to do to win. Hit them before they can hit you. But I don't know. Capoeira is different. It doesn't always take pressure very well. Like I've seen like guys that are very traditional capoeira users and they get knocked out like in the middle of like some spinning stuff. Like there's like
It's elegant.
applicable stuff and
very elegant
not.
martial art.
It's a very elegant martial art.
So
It's cool to look at, but it's not always.
Is that like
usable.
doing the Jenga? That fucking move?
Yeah, pretty much. You've done a little capoeira in your day?
Mostly I practice from what I've seen.
Just learn it on YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay.
There is a time and a place for capoeira.
Where?
When they're on the run.
Movies, exactly.
No, I mean it's weird. Like some of those, like
Spinning kicks.
you see people try to mix it in and try different stuff. Chuck Norris versus Bruce Lee.
Oh boy.
Well, Chuck Norris is a legit black belt under John Jacques Machado, so And
Bruce
he's
Bruce Lee's dead, so.
That makes it kind of difficult.
You're right.
So if we're gonna go with that, I'm talking in the prime time, back in the day.
Both in
Yeah.
their primes.
Okay.
Not dead Bruce Lee versus 60-year-old black belt Chuck Norris.
Okay, so if neither of them knew really any of the modern martial arts, but wasn't Chuck Norris like a kickboxer too?
Yeah, I mean he's a legit karate black belt.
And he's done a lot of competitions in karate, which that was the shit back then.
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
Yeah, I mean Chuck Norris is a bad dude for sure.
I would say like Chuck Norris was the most current martial artist. I just think Bruce Lee was just like born in the wrong era too.
Well, they were alive at the same time.
I mean,
They're in
like
movies.
the martial arts then, like in China, just don't compare to the martial arts that are like around now. Like, I don't think that like kung fu or whatever he learned, like what was it, Wing
Are
Chun?
you trying to say that Bruce Lee's a fraud? Is that where you're going with this?
I'm not saying he's a fraud. I'm just saying he learned the wrong stuff, and he realized it when he came to America. He said once you've learned, like I think it was in his autobiography. If you learn like 1 year of wrestling and 1 year of boxing, you're gonna mess up just about any other martial artist that's like done like 10 years or whatever traditional stuff.
Yeah.
It's pretty on the fly, I guess that's kind of the way to word
So
it.
you're on the hot seat, Brandon. We need an answer. Chuck Norris versus
Chuck Norris, I would say.
Chuck Norris. Wow.
Give
What do you say?
Give me Chuck Norris too.
You taking Chuck
Oh
Norris?
yeah,
too?
yeah. Come on, it's Chuck fucking Norris.
It's Bruce Lee.
I understand, but Chuck Norris is like it's like Michael Jordan, and Bruce Lee's like Magic Johnson.
I'm a Bruce Lee guy.
I love
when
Bruce
grew
Lee.
up, I wanted to be Bruce Lee. I used to walk around.
Bruce Lee would fuck up Chuck Norris.
I had the Chinese outfit on and everything. People thought I was.
Nice.
The neighbors thought I had problems. I had nunchucks in the backyard.
What kind of house did
jumping
I
up and
buy?
down. My parents were worried about me for a while. I had a wing. Dude, I made the dummy in my garage. I'm not kidding, man. But that's another story.
awesome.
So you're taking Bruce Lee.
I'm taking Bruce Lee for sure.
Okay, let's go down this path here. Who wins, Bruce Lee or
Frank Dukes.
Brock Lesnar?
Let's hear your prediction first, Brandon.
So, Bruce Lee versus Brock Lesnar. Well, Bruce Lee's like 5'7", 130 pounds. Brock Lesnar's like 6'3", 290.
But Brock Lesnar can't take a punch.
But he can't take a punch. Have you
Not from
seen,
a heavyweight.
Have you seen Fist of Fury?
I have not seen Fist of Fury.
So have you seen Enter the Dragon?
I have.
Okay, so you've seen a little bit. Do you think Brock Lesnar could take one of those? Because he folded like a house of cards, went over him, hit him.
Oh yeah, that was terrible.
Yeah, that was a body kick, and eesh.
He likes to
I don't know if he could take a kick to the head like Bruce Lee got, you know?
So you're going with Brock Lesnar?
Yeah, honestly, I do. I think his wrestling's just really good, and he's just weighs a lot.
You just think the size and
I think the size. I mean, it's not always about size, but you know, you got to think about he's had competition experience, and I know I've read that Bruce Lee's had like amateur boxing matches, but
so you're not buying it with Bruce Lee. Doesn't sound like you're a believer.
On paper, I love his movies. I love his movies, but on paper, I just don't think he has the combat experience.
Wow.
What about if you thought it was in
That's
in
true.
This discussion. Oh, no steroid, Brock Lesnar.
No steroids. Well, yeah. I mean, he could probably grab both of his legs and make a wish. You know, just pull them apart.
I think the only thing there is the weight. I don't think Brock Lesnar's much of a fighter, to be honest with you.
What do you think? You think you got?
I got Bruce Lee.
You got
Bruce Lee.
Bruce Lee versus the world.
man. Okay. How about this one? Bruce Lee or Muhammad Ali?
Muhammad Ali.
Yeah,
That's my favorite fighter of all time.
I'm with him on that.
Yeah. He was the greatest for a reason.
They were actually talking about that, I believe, at one point.
Well, you know Bruce Lee
Oh,
fought.
yeah, they were.
Or not Bruce Lee. Muhammad Ali fought Antonio Inoki in that
Yeah.
fake. Or it
Yeah.
wasn't fake, but it was stupid. if
But
you
it was
watched
like,
it.
it looked like it was kind of fake.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely wasn't a fight. It was more of a. Well, I don't know. Like, didn't Inoki just sit on his butt and kick Bruce Lee? I mean, kick Muhammad Ali in the leg?
It was weird. I just seen like videos of it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Is that like Thunder Lips versus Rocky Balboa type of shit?
That's exactly what it was. I think
Alright.
that's what it was based off of. Except for Yeah, Inoki literally laid on the ground and just kicked it
Oh,
Muhammad Ali's
jeez.
legs. Okay, so next question. Well, we didn't go to you do have Poirier this weekend?
I have Poirier. I want him to win. I don't really know who's going to win.
Let me ask you
I'm
this.
answering that one.
Let me ask you this: Bruce Lee or Peach Boy? Who takes?
Oh, come on. All day.
He's got competition.
He's got,
Peach Boy
yeah.
has the competition.
I'm going Peach Boy. He's our guy.
He's physically
He's
fit.
our guy. I'm
gotta
not
go with
betting
the
against
home
our
team.
guy.
Yeah.
He takes Elite Edge supplements.
That's true.
What the fuck? Did Bruce Lee take Elite Edge supplements?
No,
No.
Bruce Lee didn't.
No, he does. He's in. All day.
I mean, I got Peach Boy. I'm just.
I got Peach Boy.
That's it.
Near?
He's our guy.
Shit. I gotta go with Bruce Lee.
Young Bryce is one of your students.
You know what made me sad is when it was like a couple years ago, Bryce came in and he was like, I think I could take BJ Penn.
I bet he could.
I was like, oh man.
You see the video going?
Yeah, I
on?
bet you could.
I think we
That's
all
not
could.
that crazy.
No.
BJ Penn's like one of my
Street.
heroes too, and then Peach Boy. Then I was like, yeah, you probably could.
I would legit, and I haven't seen him fight, but I would legit take Peach Boy over fucking BJ Penn.
After seeing this
dude.
video circulating, I think I'd about take.
I'd take a
anyone.
5', 105-pounder over BJ Penn right
Yeah.
now. That was
BJ
on
Penn-
meth.
BJ Penn right now?
Yeah.
I agree.
Getting into street fights
Now, that
with
was rough,
bouncers.
though,
That
because
was
growing up,
horrible.
BJ was always my
Oh,
favorite
he's a
fighter,
legend.
too. Ever since, man, I think Rory, I mean, I don't know how old he is, but it seemed like after Rory put it on him that one time, he was never the same.
Yeah.
But the thing that really sucked about BJ Penn is when he was in his prime, he was like in that weird thing with the UFC, remember, where he wasn't really fighting?
Yeah.
And he was like going around and fighting in Hawaii and stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
I think a lot of, that was probably his best years while he was like not
Kind of
really.
sidelined.
Yeah. Kind of like with Muhammad Ali too, because he had to take off 3 years right in the middle of his career.
Yeah.
Over
And
the
that's hard
military.
to get,
It's hard to come back after that, right?
When you're off
Well, he
like that
did it,
in a
but-
professional sport that long, it's like Michael Vick went to prison and Mike Tyson. I don't care when you come back, you're just not the same because you
but
take that amount of time
a lot
off.
of times, but Nate, how long was he off before this?
He was off for 3 years, but
That's true.
He wasn't in prison though.
Yeah, but that's true. I was
was
just
training.
I was gonna say circumstances will dictate that.
But
you
9
know,
times out of 10, 3-year layoff.
it's hard.
Only
I mean,
two
there's
guys.
always an anomaly.
Dominic Cruz came
Well, they're
back.
talking about
Yeah.
him coming back again now.
Tyson Fury, but I mean, he fought a few bums before he fought
Right.
Wilder.
yeah.
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
saw today that I was scrolling through something this morning. I was having breakfast. They're talking about Dominic Cruz and Henry Cejudo.
Cejudo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Man,
I saw that too. What you read?
yeah, I read it.
Yeah, I
Like,
read it
Cruz,
this morning.
Cruz claims
If
that
Cruz
he's
is
a green-
healthy,
yeah.
I would say Cruz. But
I agree.
What kind of
Well,
shape
Henry
is his
Cejudo's
knee
out
in
here
at
trying
this
to
point?
fight all the women's champions too.
Did you see the thing today where he did the fake little thing with Shevchenko or whatever?
Yeah.
She
I
tagged
seen
him.
it, Yeah.
They're just goofing off, but
Speaking of that, you saw Cyborg sign with Bellator the other day, right?
I did not see
I didn't
that.
see
Yeah.
it, but I knew.
Yeah,
Oh,
she
wow.
did. She did. It was like, I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before I saw it.
Let me ask you this: Cyborg or Bruce Lee?
After what Amanda Nunes did to her, she ain't. No, fuck that. I'm taking Bruce Lee.
Yeah, I think I'd take.
I think Bruce Lee.
Finally, so Bruce Lee can beat up a girl. That's
That's pretty
All
much
right.
his ability.
I think girl's a bit of a stretch, but yeah.
Ooh, you don't want to.
I
do
know
that,
it's a
man.
bit
You know,
mean,
She gets
but-
real upset about that.
Come get you, bruh. She might. I know her. I used to train with her.
Yeah, I remember
Set
you
it
told me
up.
about that.
Go ahead.
We're
Maybe
sending
we
her
could
the
get up there
podcast.
on the
Exhibition.
Zoom call. But Yeah.
What do you think on the Khabib fight? Because I mean,
I got
hasn't Khabib
Khabib,
lost
man.
like one round in fucking all of his fights? Just
he
to
probably
kind of
lost a round to Quinta, maybe.
Yeah.
I like Quinta, but I don't think
because
he's
they.
probably
I mean,
lost another
they
round.
keep saying he's only lost one round. He's only lost one round ever.
I mean, yeah, I would say.
I mean, because I was literally going to go to the sports book and lay money on him. Like
Well,
seriously.
but he's got to be.
He's got to be the favorite.
Yeah,
by a
how
lot.
would? Yeah, he's got to be the
It's
favorite.
not really that much. Well, I mean, It's like plus 350 or something.
Yeah.
Plus, he's going to be over there in Abu Dhabi,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and he's going to have a lot of support over there.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking. Is that all of that factored in? I just don't. I think it's not going to be even close, personally. But I could be wrong.
I'll put you a bet on if Conor McGregor shows up to the event or not. If he shows
in
up,
Abu Dhabi.
oh, he's going to get.
He might not
somebody's
make it
gonna-
out.
Somebody's going to stab him if
Yeah,
he shows
say,
up.
it's
Yeah.
probably not a good idea. for
I
him
don't
to go
think so.
there.
Khabib don't want. He wants him to go fight people and win some matches. He don't even want to fight him.
What do you
he
say?
wants
He
nothing
said
to do.
he
Yeah,
needs
he said.
10 wins, is
He
that what he
said
said?
he needs to go fight. He said, "What the hell does he deserve?" You know, and I think he's right. He said Tony Ferguson, for sure. You know, deserved the next. Both of them said that. Poirier and Khabib said that.
Tony
that-
Ferguson. I mean, Tony Ferguson might be able to beat.
Yeah, he's getting the next fight for whoever wins.
Yeah.
Definitely, because he
He's getting
deserves
the
it.
title fight. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Conor should go fight somebody, big name to generate some money. But yeah, he should go. He's dumb if he just walks in there with. Don't you think? Just try to fight Khabib again and just.
Well,
If
you
he
saw who
does
they
and
were
he
talking
loses,
about with Conor.
Where does he go from there?
Right.
You know what
Conor,
I mean? He's got to get.
I say build it up more. You know.
Because if he
named-
goes and loses, because what's going to happen is the next 2-3 years or whatever, when he starts
Yeah.
fighting, needs to build up to fight the champ. But if he just
course.
comes back in
And loses, it's
and
ruined.
loses, it's like
His name just starts going down.
Well, it's to the champion, though. If
Yeah.
he comes back in
That's
and
true.
loses
You
to
see,
someone
though,
else, his
he
name's
called
going to
that
go
he
down
was-
too.
too. If he goes in there and Dustin Poirier or
He
somebody
called
beats
that he
him,
would like a
Not that
tune-up
he's
fight
bad.
with Frankie Edgar.
Yeah, I
For
saw
Conor.
that.
They-
Yeah.
That's they keep talking about that matchup, Conor and Frankie
at
Edgar.
what weight?
I don't know, but Frankie was
I
all
heard-
about it.
I heard Frankie is going down to 35.
Same thing I heard. Yeah.
That's what I
He
thought
said
too.
he is. He
Yeah.
said he is.
Yeah, and then Conor was like, I think I'd like to fight him because he said he had a
I
similar
think
style.
I'd like to fight a guy a couple weight classes.
Yeah. Well, he said
Yeah.
he thinks he has a similar style to Khabib.
Did you see Conor's
Not even
interview?
close.
Though?
That's what Conor. That's in the interview. Conor
Yeah,
said
it's not even
he
close.
fights off his back.
But are you
yeah.
talking
Always say
about that
Colby
interview
Covington is the
on
most like
ESPN?
Khabib.
Yeah.
Got pressure.
Which one?
The ESPN interview he did where he sounded completely different, all apologetic.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I did.
yeah.
He looked like he was about to
I
cry.
mean, what the fuck was that?
It wasn't very on brand
Life's
for how he
No.
apart. He
But-
probably because he was.
I mean, he was so apologetic about bitch slapping that guy in that bar, and you know.
He didn't. He punched him.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it wasn't like a.
You have to apologize when you beat up a 60-year-old.
That's true.
But the dude too. The guy just went.
I think he got some severe backlash on that for him to come across like that. I think it was
Hey,
bad.
you can't go around hitting people as a professional athlete,
No.
especially not old guys. And for that reason, you don't want to taste his, you know, that nasty
taste his
swamp water
whiskey or
he's
whatever.
pushing. I mean, dude, that's.
I heard mixed feelings about that. Is it good or is it bad?
I don't
I've never
drink,
had it,
uh,
but
I haven't either.
that.
I've
what
heard
is it? Irish
some
whiskey.
people say it was like really good, and then some people said it sucked. So
All the Irish people said it was good.
Probably depends
Yeah,
if you're a
exactly.
fan
all the
of Conor.
fans.
I was gonna say if you're Conor's fan, it probably tastes
Yeah,
great, right?
doesn't
To
sound
me,
good
though,
to me.
All that Irish whiskey, it tastes horrible either way.
I don't like
Yeah.
it either.
What do you think, Brandon? Have you had the proper 12?
No, I don't
Brandon
drink.
just turned 21. He's only drank a couple times in his
What's
life,
your favorite?
right?
What do you,
I don't really
like,
drink.
You don't drink?
Not really.
He's not a
Smart.
drinker.
That's
That's
smart.
good, man.
There's a family history of alcoholics in my family. I'd like to stay off of that part of the
Good.
branch.
Good.
go.
Smart.
There you go. Wise man. Well, what else, Brandon? What else on your mind? Get it off your chest.
Now, when we were talking about the Conor McGregor interview, and Chael Sonnen kind of posted something on YouTube. He's like, "Was Conor really sorry, or was he sorry he got caught?" And that's
I saw
kind of that's kind of an interesting point. Like, at this point, he's punched Floyd Mayweather, who's a 40-year-old, and an old dude in a bar who's 50, and then he fought another dude who's 60. I'm like, is he gonna go to 70, 80, 100? Is
Wait, he
gonna
hit
punch
two
a
old
court?
guys?
Yeah, he hit like another dude in Ireland or something.
Oh, that's right. I
Yeah.
remember that.
Broke
He punched another
took
guy in
that
the
guy's
bar.
cell phone. Broke. Remember?
Oh yeah,
And that guy was, they said the guy he
guy tried to
punched.
take his picture.
That was
Yeah.
in Florida, right?
No, but
Yeah,
there was
yeah.
another one where he punched a guy who was supposed to be associated with the Irish mob or something. I could
Yeah.
be wrong about that.
That's what
And
I
they
hear.
were like gonna get him. They
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, doesn't he have like
losing his
19
mind.
speeding tickets too?
He's losing it.
Yeah. I mean, he's got to. He got to grow up sometime. You're just gonna lose everything.
Brandon, here's what I want you to do. I want you to look into the camera, and I want you to give Connor a message to try to see what would you say to him if he's watching right now, which he probably is. Tell him, you know what? Just
Call him out.
Just kind of.
He needs a fight. You
And
need
Connor,
some money.
it's okay to do what you do, just don't get caught.
That's it?
That's
Yeah.
it.
What? It's okay to
You're
beat up
writing
a
him off
60-year-old?
Dude, that's not
Write him off
okay.
easy.
Come on,
It's not okay.
Brandon.
It's not.
That's not approved by us.
It's just
Yeah,
a joke.
that's
not approved by us.
We're losing sponsors right now.
Yeah, exactly.
No,
the proper
it's-
12 sponsorship.
I don't know. What do you want? I'm 21. I'm not in his shoes. I don't have over $100 million in the bank. I've never had anyone
Yeah.
walk up into me and be like, I know who you are. They
Not
don't
yet.
immediately grab their phone and just put it in my face and it's
Yeah, I mean, I understand.
I wouldn't
taking the guy's
understand
phone.
that.
I don't think
Yeah.
that's.
I don't think that's a big deal.
If you walked out of the house every time, like these people, like everyone was giving Johnny Depp crap because he's like, I can't fly on a regular plane. You can't. I mean, I'm not a big Johnny Depp fan or whatever, but people were giving him crap. It's like, yeah, how could you be that famous and you're just going to sit on the plane and people are going to torment you? And
People that give them
Yeah.
shit
can't
don't
even go
get
to
it.
the grocery store,
They-
probably.
yeah, they don't
Can't do
get it.
anything. Yeah.
Is that like that for Nate now? Everywhere he goes, everyone's just trying to take
Oh,
pictures.
man, it's horrible. It's horrible.
Dude,
Like 3 years ago when I brought him here and for the seminar, we had a seminar for him.
yeah. Send that lady show up with a lizard.
I forgot about that.
Dude, people would bring like
I remember that. I
People
remember
are
that.
crazy. We were out at the bar at Wellman's, and this dude just like walked like right up to him. He was just a fan, but he walked up to him like aggressive, and you know Nate's instinct was
Yeah.
to fight right away. You know, and Nate just grabbed him. And then, like, everyone just grabbed the guy, and then the guy's like, oh, man, I was just a fan. Like, dude, you don't walk up and get in his face.
Yeah.
Like,
Dude.
keep your distance.
I know that would be so annoying, man. I can't even imagine what that would be like for those people that are that famous. Like, you can't even like enjoy your life anymore.
Yeah.
you can't
Yeah.
do normal things.
Like, after, I went to Nate's after party for the Pettis fight, dude, and we were just like, we had our own area, but people were just trying to get into it, and it was just like, it wasn't very fun.
I mean,
I bet not.
You've been there in a way too. It's like where you're trying to just have fun with your friends, but you can't because you're just being bombarded by people you don't
Yeah.
even know that just want to like.
Clout chasers, that's why I call
Oh
them.
yeah,
Like, get away!
dude, it's true, man. It's yeah. I mean, I don't. I've never been that level of famous, but I wouldn't want to be, man. That would be. It sounds like a nightmare. But again, he's getting paid millions of dollars, so
You learn to deal
The
with it.
trade.
yeah.
There's a trade off there.
But especially with all the other fights he had, it's good that he's getting the millions now.
Yeah, he deserves it.
Yeah, that's crazy. He doesn't even really have security either. It's just like his friends, and then like we just all like kind of protect him.
Well, isn't everybody like an
It's
MMA
like a
fighter
weird
around him?
vibe.
Yeah,
it's
everybody
bad.
around him's a fighter.
He doesn't have like real security. He doesn't have security, but he actually has real security.
Yeah, I was gonna
'Cause
say,
it's
even
actually people
need
like
His
that
friends
fight.
are probably way better than real security.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, a lot of those so-called security guards and stuff. I mean, I used to be a bouncer and stuff at a lot of places, and a lot of those guys,
No.
they're just big fat guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'd rather have a group of MMA guys around me, for sure,
And a couple of
than
big fat
fucking
guys.
hired security guys
100%.
with pepper spray.
Unless they got,
When you're out there training with them, so what's up with, we know what's up with Nate, what's up with Nick?
Nick lives in Vegas, so like
Okay.
I haven't seen him in like 5 years.
Really?
Like,
So he's
yeah.
not involved in any of the training?
I think he goes back and forth to Stockton. He has a house in Stockton, but I don't really think that he's there a lot. I think he mainly stays in Vegas and does his own thing. I want to see him fight.
Yeah.
All of his fans want to see him fight. Of
course.
But like I can kind of see where he's coming from. He's like fighting and training since he was a little kid,
Yeah.
Like, since he was like a sophomore in high school, and I think he just like is getting away from it and doing his own thing and like actually living life, so
Yeah, people don't understand. I mean, you've been there where you have to miss all the holidays and stuff. You can't eat. You can't really enjoy yourself for like a long time because you're so into it. It's like what happens with a lot of athletes when they get out of high school or college or whatever that is. They just, I'm not saying him, but they just want to get away from it and they just, do other things because they're just burnt out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the same routine.
Dude, it gets old, man.
As a fighter.
Dude, it gets super old. Especially, too, it's not just old. Like, if you're not feeling like it, you know, you've been there. You go and you're not really feeling like punching people and getting punched and kicked and stuff. But it's like, well, you know, you get to a... Yeah, it's like you're so far deep into it. It's like, you know, it's
Have
your
to find the
job.
motivation, yeah.
Yeah. No, that's understandable. I mean, you see it all the time in NFL guys.
Yeah, of course.
Oh yeah.
But the bad thing is they all get paid millions. Even the practice squad gets $400,000 a year.
That's true.
The MMA fighters don't get that.
Yeah.
So it
The
kind of
lowest
sucks.
paid guy, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I always felt like with him, I mean, I'm sure he did well and made a lot of money, but he kind of like, now they're getting into that era with big money. Like,
Yeah.
a few guys are really making big money now.
Yeah.
And a lot of that is
See him
thanks to
come
Connor,
back and get
for
a
better or
check
worse,
for
and
that.
he's slapping old guys. And
Yeah.
Yeah, but he
but
changed it, I
he's,
think. Yeah.
he was the first one that, you know, made
did
it
a lot
that
for
way.
it.
Makes it more intriguing to watch. I mean, it just does. Storylines sell.
Oh,
It
See them-
that's just it.
You see certain people try to call out Nick here and there, but obviously he's not coming back just for just any fight. It's probably take the right opponent.
yeah, there's probably got to be a big envelope.
I mean, they kept pushing for the GSP thing, and GSP came out and pretty much said it's not worth it to him. What you guys just said, just the risk is not worth the reward,
Right.
basically, to come back and fight Nick again.
So, Brandon, who is the greatest
Of all time in MMA,
just in general?
just in general.
Just like a person, maybe not even an MMA fighter.
The greatest human ever that ever lived.
Greatest human
that ever walked this planet.
Peach Boy.
That's good. That's a good one.
Peach Boy's in my top 3.
I don't know, man. I really couldn't say. It's just such a broad area for MMA.
We'll niche it down to MMA.
Yeah.
Let's do that everyone, man.
Instead of life.
Bill Clinton. What about Bill? Come on.
Let me ask you this: who wins in a fight, Trump or Bill Clinton?
Right now, man, Trump was doing that WWE a little while ago. I mean,
That is true.
He
I
might
forgot about that.
fall on him just enough to break his neck.
Bill's looking a little frail these days.
He is
too.
looking a lot frail.
Bill needs to get on the creatine.
Hopefully, Bill doesn't catch what Hillary caught. She just looked sick all the time.
What do you think? What do you think she has?
I don't know.
Syphilis.
She coughed something into a drink. I saw that. I was like, ugh.
The stuff
Really?
Probably.
That was
That's a good
What's
call.
up with her? What's up with her?
It's crazy scary. Crazy scary.
Man, do you think? I'm gonna ask you something confidentially.
We're on the air,
It's
Joe.
not. It's still confidential.
It's still
We
confidential.
don't have a lot of fun.
You're amongst friends.
This one out.
I mean, there's probably more people in this room that are gonna listen to this.
You're just out. You're amongst friends.
Fair enough.
Just straight up, did she kill Jeffrey Epstein?
We are gonna get to the bottom of this shit.
I don't know. I mean, it's kind of coincidental, but I don't think she killed anybody.
Okay, we're gonna.
Okay, maybe not. She didn't physically do it, but did she have a hand
Did
in
she
it?
have it arranged?
Because we know that shit happens.
Somebody.
And there were screams from the cell we heard about.
Was there really?
Yeah, we heard about it.
I didn't hear about it, so
That's
I ain't
on.
gonna say
That's
anything.
we heard.
So no comment.
No comment.
A lot of people are
Plead the
saying.
fifth.
I'm sure Alex
Brandon's
Jones is
scared
gonna
he's
say
gonna
she
get
paid me
killed.
money to keep.
We
my
will
mouth
get
shut.
to the
I don't
bottom
know
of this
about it.
eventually. Me and Joe are working on it.
Well, we got Brandon on it now.
Yeah.
Right.
So now it's really strong.
Is the Earth flat?
No,
No, you're not a flat earther.
no.
All right, at least someone with common fucking sense. I want to hear that flat shit.
So, let's talk a little bit about boxing. What's
Yeah,
going on in the boxing
yeah,
world?
please. That's my area.
See, today they announced Anthony Joshua is gonna fight O Ruiz again.
Yeah, in December.
Is it in December?
Yeah, December 9th, I think.
And like, where's it at? It's over in the Middle East.
Is it?
Right.
I didn't see that.
That's where
Yeah, I
the
didn't see
press
where the-
conference was in.
Because, you know,
Saudi
Anthony
Arabia.
Joshua-
I think it's in Saudi Arabia.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Because he never liked to leave the UK in his little comfort zone, and you saw what happened. You know?
Where's that? Where was the fight at that he lost?
Oh,
Was it in
man.
Mexico City?
No. No, I think
Was
it was in.
America.
I think it was in LA. I think I can't remember off the top of my head, but it was not in the UK. It was
So-
the first. No, it was in Madison Square Garden. I think in New York.
Really?
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, he looked off before that.
Oh, he looked
started.
terrible. And you know what? I never, ever, ever was really sold on him. When you look at him compared to Fury and Wilder, I thought he looks good. I mean, he looks great, but not as a fighter. I've always felt that was smoke and mirrors. And you saw it. Ruiz just outboxed him.
Yeah, Ruiz
I mean,
is a good boxer.
He is.
Man.
He is. He looks like shit, but he can fight.
Yeah, and he's got fast hands
He does.
and short arms, which is
He does.
you know.
He's got very good combinations. I really, really love studying those, and I think he's got probably easily top 3 in the heavyweight division in terms of combinations.
I agree.
I like what Tyson Fury said. He goes, "I'm just glad there's another fat guy now."
but
Tyson
no,
Fury's
Joe.
a foot taller than him.
True.
I think that it's funny because like I think even though Ruiz can obviously beat, and he probably will beat Anthony Joshua again, I still think the worst matchup for Ruiz is Fury because he is so tall. It's gonna be so hard to get in on him.
Well, because Fury can
Klitschko
box
couldn't even
too,
get him.
though.
Oh,
You
yeah,
know,
Fury's-
you're talking like if he go fights Wilder, Wilder's just so wild and shit. I mean, you go fight like a fighter, same because if a guy like Wilder, you see if he gets caught with all that wild shit against a real power puncher, he's going down. I think.
Yeah, I think Wilder would mess up Joshua. Don't you?
I do.
I
I do.
was never
Yeah.
sold on Anthony Joshua,
No,
anyways.
I think he's bullshit.
I wasn't. That's why when it happened, I wasn't.
I wasn't shocked.
Surprised.
No, not at all. But isn't it nice that the heavyweight division finally actually has something going on? It's nothing like when we were kids even after Tyson with Riddick Bowe, Holyfield, even George Foreman, Michael Moore. I mean, there was so many, Oliver McCall, all these guys. It was so stagnant for so long. So it's nice to actually have something.
Oh yeah,
You know?
I think part of that is too MMA may have helped kill it, but
Yeah, but there was no
actually,
intrigue.
Klitschko really is what
There was
killed
no
it.
one to fight Klitschko. He had nobody to fight.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you can't blame that on him.
No, it was just a stagnant time
Yeah.
when Mayweather and it went from like before Mayweather, De La Hoya, Trinidad, Hopkins, all these guys. That was so awesome.
When did boxing really fell off? What, like 2005?
Yeah.
No, boxing itself didn't really fall off. It was the heavyweight division because you had, all those guys coming through at that time. With, like I say, when Mayweather started dominating Arturo Gatti, Costa Zoo, Ricky Hatton. It was good. Welterweights, middleweights. Joe Calzaghe, if you watched him fight. It was just after. It was all the heavyweights, really. But I don't think boxing really fell off. But the heavyweight division sure did.
Yeah.
For a long time. It was just bad boxing. But now too, Errol Spence is fighting Sean Porter. Lomachenko's fun, is hell to watch. Terrence
Hey,
Crawford.
What happened with? He's actually good buddies with Terrence Crawford. Maybe we can get him on.
That would be sick.
That would be
He is
awesome.
he is just.
But so Lomachenko just
He just fought the other night. It was another disaster where he won every single fucking round. He won every round like he always does.
He's gonna call him.
So, I mean,
okay.
right now Lomachenko doesn't have much competition. He really doesn't. He's got a few holes I've seen. He's just dominating people that really aren't up to his level. But if he starts moving up, if he ever gets in the ring with a Spence or a Crawford, you'll see a different,
What weight class is Terrence Crawford?
He's he's like 45.
It's 45.
40,
So he just
whatever
went
the weight class is.
Is there the same weight class? Or
He
is
was at
Lomachenko
140 and then he went up to 1.
Lomachenko's below.
Yeah.
Huh.
They're talking about Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford.
Yeah.
That's like the two top guys.
Spence and Porter are fighting next, and Porter's a beast. He's got several belts. Spence will fight Crawford, and if Spence wins that, then I'd look for that Crawford-Spence. Hopefully, that'd be a mega fight. Porter's not going to be easy, though. I guarantee it. He's a beast. I mean, he lost to Keith Thurman and one other guy, and that's it.
Oh,
What do we
got
got?
Jeremy here.
There he is.
Hey!
What up, man? Can you hear us? Oh, there he is. Can you hear us?
He's off air.
It's through Josh's phone.
Oh, right on. Here, you want to
Hold it up
put
to
it
the
up to the
mic.
microphone
Yeah.
there?
Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
What's up, man? How's training going?
Well, good, man. Just got done. Hit a Shark Tank and ready to fucking rock and roll, baby.
Nice.
Ready.
Thanks, hey man. Thanks for appreciate you taking time to get on here with us.
No worries, man. You guys are my boys.
Can you see us or not?
No, I can't see you guys.
Oh, you got
dang.
the. I think you have the video turned off, Bryce. I'm not sure. Huh. Well, anyways, as long as we can hear each other. When is the fight? 2 weeks?
Okay, I can see you guys now.
Oh, very nice to see you.
September 21st. That'd be in Spanish. September 21.
For all
So
our
that's-
Spanish fans.
Yeah. So that's basically just about 2 weeks, right?
What's that?
2 weeks, basically?
Yeah, 2 weeks, man.
Nice.
Pretty much 2 weeks to weigh-ins today.
Awesome.
Training going good? You're out in Mexico?
You guys are breaking up a little bit.
Oh. Oh, I just said you're training there. You're doing your camp in Mexico?
Yeah, I've been out here for about 4 weeks. Getting used to the altitude. I'm in Zacatecas. Here's the gym. You guys can see a little bit. Got a ring.
Awesome.
Over there. The huge gym.
Oh, wow.
And it's high altitude. We've been running mountains. It's a little bit higher than Mexico City, so we have a great camp here. Teco, one of the fighters on the card, knows one of the guys who got the presidente of Zacatecas, and he just opened the doors for us.
Nice.
We have massages. I have a chef. I have a driver. It just makes life easier, It's a real doubt and focus. Everybody's here chasing the dream, and it's been fun. I was not gonna lie, I was a little nervous coming in here. Probably about 2 weeks. Was like, man, am I gonna have this? And finally, I just said, I told my mind, shut the fuck up, just to the outcome. And once I got here, man, I had everything I need. So it's been amazing and really good people here. So it's makes for a good time.
Hell yeah, that's awesome. So who'd you bring down there with you? Anybody or just guys there?
Man, I got Wilson Case.
Oh, right on.
Tucker, I got Macio, man, I got this young world champion little kickboxer kid, man, he's a young kid, but man, he throws like, he just throws spinning shit, I don't know what the hell he's throwing, I tried kicking my head off about 16 times today, so I think I'm ready for the look.
Nice. So Yair, he's from Mexico, right?
Allegedly.
Does he live in America or Mexico?
Yeah, he lives in India, which is America.
Oh, man.
Those people here.
Nice.
I don't care where he's from, but he could be under a rock or in a mansion. He's still gonna have to take some heat.
Hell yeah, man. So, Brandon, do you have any questions for Jeremy?
Nothing right now.
Nothing
I can think of.
But training's going.
Cody
Hey Jeremy, I asked you this at the seminar, but I never got really an answer. So, what was the deal with you and Cody Garbrandt?
Can you hear? I don't know if he can hear you.
We're actually cool now. Before I saw Barat, he was really cool, real nice guy, and he was like, man, I want to be like you, have a lot of fights. And we were cool, and he's gonna fight my boy, so I don't really have any beef with him. I was carrying in some groceries for Dominic, and the UFC is just really terrible about bringing guys in at the same time, and they think like everybody's fucking friends in this business, and we're not. We're here to fight. You guys trying to take food off the table. I see him and Dom getting into it, and the guy's like, hey, can you go in this store? I was like, yeah. And, Cody's a little bit of a hothead, and he's like, yeah, you too, motherfucker, blah, 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 and he come back walking up to me, and I was like, bro, you don't want it with me, bro. He come up like he's about to hit me, so I snatched him up by his throat, and this is before he snatched Dillashaw on the show, so he actually got that move from me. I was like, I ain't the one, dude, and, I don't have no problem. I actually seen him on my last card. He was really cool. I have no beef with nobody, and unless you step out of line, it's like, we got that Steven slap too, bro. You know, Stockton slap, Steven slap. You know, you get my fucking way and you're coming at me. You know, it's
Throat
game
snatch.
on, I guess.
You got the throat snatch, dog.
The throat snatch, bro. I learned that from Near.
I've throat snatched a couple people.
I think there was a video of you throat snatching somebody not too long ago.
I believe there was.
He still does that. If you're laying down and he's got knee on bed and he'll grab you by the throat.
Little.
Which is actually like the most it's like a self-defense move, actually. And it's still worse to this day, man. Bruce Lee shit.
Oh, Bruce Lee!
We're just talking about Bruce Lee.
We've been talking about Bruce Lee all. We're talking who wins in a fight, Bruce Lee or Chuck Norris?
Oh, Bruce Lee, he already won.
Thank you.
Remember we took him out, like limb by limb, he took him out.
That's right. In was it Return of the Dragon?
Oh, shit.
Fought at the Coliseum in Rome. Yeah.
That's the real skill movies right there, boys.
Hey, what do you think about old Dom and Cejudo?
I think that's a great matchup. You know, I watched the interview with Don the other day, and he really just broke down Cejudo so bad. It was amazing. But overall, as a competitor, Cejudo, I like him as a fighter. He's a fantastic performer. And Dominic Cruz, man, he don't gas out. He keeps coming, and they're both right there. I mean, who's the fight besides Dominic Cruz? I mean, he's proved himself so many times. He's beaten all the guys that Cejudo beat. Dominic Cruz is still the biggest name, even after injuries, you know.
And the best guy.
Yeah. Is he gonna fight again? Is he healthy?
Is he healthy? That's what I think the odds should be, is if Dominic makes it to the fight. If he doesn't get an injury before the fight.
I know.
Old brittle Dom.
I know. Old brittle way down, man.
Bubble wrap Dom.
Yep. You know, it's kind of fucked up because I was there the day I went like swimming early in the morning, and I was coming home, and I was like, man, I'm gonna go watch Dom's spar, and he was looking great for that fight, and man, he was landing leg kicks, he was kneeing his sparring partner, and they kind of got into a weird exchange, and I saw like his arm kind of go weird. He didn't mention anything, and then in between the round, I'm like, hey, you're doing great, and he goes, man, my arms broke, and I was like, hey man, let's just get this round. You know, I didn't even mention it. And he goes into the next round. I call for the 1-2. He throws the 1-2 in his fucking arm. He's like, and that was it. And sucked. You know, I want to see Don fight again. I know how much it means to him. The guy's trained super hard. He's gotten a lot smarter over the years through the rehab. If he can make it, it's going to be one of the best fights. Because Dominic Cruz does not give up, man. I mean, I've had that guy gassed out, tired, and he doesn't give up. He pushes.
Yeah.
And he does too. So I mean, that's why I really take a fight in that class.
Definitely. Yeah, he's amazing. So I didn't know it broke his arm. I thought it was his knee again. I didn't even know that.
No, it was like a torn, we call it labrum, something.
Yeah.
I'm not a doctor.
His arm hurt.
My balls was up.
Nice.
What's that?
Means like Mexico's the shit, but a little bit better words.
Oh, really?
So you said the president.
Motherfuckers.
You said the president is like taking care of you guys and stuff down there.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man.
I miss the president, man. Real cool guy. He's opened the doors for us down here. And I always say I have a new uncle. We call him Theo. His name's Hector. Man, he just provides everything we need, hooks us up. You know, I really honestly I couldn't be more taken care of down here. I feel like home. It's been fun training here. There's so many people here for the same reason, same purpose, and we're here to get after it, man. And training's been great.
That's awesome, man. So you feeling healthy? Everything's peaking right for the fight?
Yeah, you know me, man. I train hard, I go hard, but then I'm also really big into rehab. We've been doing ice baths, massages. You know, they come to the house. You know, I'm basically pampered out here. They treat me like a king.
Like Floyd Mayweather.
Hell yeah, that's sweet.
Yeah, man. You know, go hard, man, and times too. I'm running in the middle of the night. I believe in taking care of my body. I learned from Dominic Cruz what not to do, and basically I rehab a lot, man. Once I go home, I eat. Have somebody step on me, whether it's my wife or a massage or rolling out. Get the soul right, softball, tennis balls, stretching. I do hot yoga. I do weird stuff that you guys probably wouldn't think of, but that's able me to make a ton of money, because if you're not healthy and you're sitting out, I can't afford to be sitting out for 6 months to a year or even longer. Your health is number one. Can get you to the fight. I know how to fight. You take me to 7-Eleven or Quick Trip right now, I guarantee you I can fight. So it's all about being healthy, showing up, and being smart. That's really what it comes down to. I realize, this deep in the game, this further, it's just being intelligent, working on little details, and staying healthy.
Nice.
Well said.
Nice. So we were actually just talking about this the other day. You're in one of the top 3 for the most fights ever, right, in the UFC? It's like you and Bizbings, right? And
I think it's
Jim Miller.
No, I think I surpassed Bisbee, so I think Donald Cerrone and Jim Miller. I think Jim Miller's ahead of us. I might be Tyler Cerrone, or they might be one ahead.
Nice.
But yeah, most fights.
That's awesome, man.
I think I have most knockdowns, like one of the most overall times inside the octagon. I don't know, man.
That's awesome,
I don't
dude.
know my record, to be honest. I just fight. I just keep doing it. People ask me, what's this? What's your favorite knockout? Blah blah blah. I just always tell them my next one.
There you
They
go.
think I'm crazy because they're like, no, for real. What's your favorite knockout? I was like, my next one. Believe in looking to the future. Not being in the past. I'm a different man than I was yesterday, and keep it moving, man. Keep getting better. Keep getting smarter.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Well, you guys got any?
You guys, man. Hey, Trent, real quick, I want to congratulate you, man. Dude, I've seen you put in work while you're out here in camp, man. You were always behind the computer creating supplements and good business, and I want to congratulate you on Elite Edge, man. It's a great program. I love coming back to that gym and seeing you there work with a ton of people, and congratulations on all the success, man. I wish you more, and
thank you.
It's fucking awesome, man. Keep Iowa going, baby.
Thanks, man. Likewise for you, man. Obviously going to be a Hall of Famer.
Absolutely.
Have some all-time records in the UFC. That's crazy. I remember your first fight. What was it? Your 18th birthday was your first fight in the UFC? Or was that your 21st
No,
birthday?
21st.
That's right.
I remember that, yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, my 18th birthday, I was not in here because he wouldn't let me corner me. Picked a half percent or something. I was like the only one. I was the only one training with them at the time, and we'd go in the morning, and then Anthony Purcell's wife would check me out because I couldn't pay my dues, and he's like, and then I was like, hey man, I'm gonna afford you, bro, and he's like, no man, I got somebody else coming. I was like, man, one thing, man, I literally went home and cried.
Here, Josh, do you want to apologize for that now?
He would come pick me up, and then he would yell at me for picking me up. Look, you to the car, man.
Yeah.
Basically telling me to get my shit together, but I didn't want to hear it at the time.
Alright, bro, you need to get your own damn car and pay for your own gas and fucking drive your own self to the gym.
Picks you up and gives you a lecture.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
I had to give him a life lesson so he could get a car and do his own thing.
That is funny.
Shit.
Believe it or not, I got 2 cars now, man.
Damn. Made
Oh,
it.
yeah. That's awesome. So you took your advice.
Yeah. He took my advice.
It worked.
Look where he's at now.
Exactly, it worked.
Yeah, for sure, man. Honestly, I have a lot of credit to you guys, man. I wouldn't be here without you pushing me and giving me that truth, man. I feel like a lot of young kids these days, they don't like hearing the truth. They want to be babies. They want to hear something. I always surrounded myself with people who kept it real. Told me, hey, you're fucking up. Hey, you're doing this. And those are the people that I love surrounding myself with.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
For sure.
Good old Near's always good for the cold, hard truth. Near, I'll give it to you.
Hey, you gotta have this talk with Brandon, this kid that I'm sitting with right now. I had to drive him to Brammer's house.
Oh shit!
Did you give him the same talk?
Yeah, I gave him the talk.
Gas money.
It hasn't sank in yet.
Brandon, do you want to defend yourself?
That's gotta feel pretty good to hear that I got that same talk, man. So you must be sitting in the right direction, bro. Don't let it discourage you, even though it might. Keep your head up.
Yeah.
There you go.
Because you'll have 2 cars like me one day, maybe more.
There you go.
Yeah.
Hey, and this is the first ever podcast, the Brandon Christian
Yes,
Experience.
this is the Brandon Christensen
So
experience.
you're the first. You're the first guest when we become famous and we have all these sponsors and we get bigger than Joe Rogan. You're gonna be our first guest.
I'm the first, like Brandon's high school girlfriend. Hell yeah, man.
Not the words I would use, but all right, I'll take it.
Hilarious.
I appreciate it, brother.
So, man, the fight is on Fox Sports, or is it on FX now? Because I know
It's ESPN, big dog.
ESPN.
ESPN. Is it on the regular ESPN or ESPN Plus?
That's a great question, Mir. I have no idea. I should fight. I don't even know who's on the card, man. But
Well, we'll look it up. It's either on ESPN or ESPN
We'll see
Plus.
it. Yeah, we'll be watching.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Next Saturday, or 2 Saturdays
Yeah,
from Mexico City.
that's awesome.
Oh, yeah, man.
We'll be watching.
No, it's 3 Saturdays.
Oh, 3
September
weeks, 3
28th.
weeks, yeah,
3
sorry.
weeks from now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Tune in, baby. Don't blink.
Hell yeah. Well, hey, man, we definitely appreciate you making the time
Yes.
for us here and coming on the inaugural episode of the Brandon Christensen Experience. It's definitely going to be
Hell yeah, man.
a good one, man. And good luck with everything, and just keep kicking ass, man.
Hey, thank you guys, man. Congratulations again on all your success. Near my brother, love you, buddy, Brandon. Keep your head up, buddy. You're around really good people. These guys will push you and push you to be better. And anybody listening, get your ass to Elite Edge and get in there with Josh Deere, one of the realists in the game. Joe Braylon has been around a long time in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Some of the best martial arts and coaches you could have. So take advantage of that. And wish you guys nothing but the best, baby.
Hey, thank you, Jeremy.
All right,
Appreciate
bro.
it, man.
See ya.
Good talking with you, man.
All right, love you guys, man. Take care, man.
You too.
Have a good weekend.
You too, man. All right, guys. Well, that's a pretty good spot to end it
Yeah,
for the
so-
day. And
That was way better than your supplement talk, man. We're taking over.
I mean, this is the Brandon Christensen Experience. What do you think? What do you think?
Whole different thing. That's a whole
It's a
different
whole nother ball game, man.
Viewership's
Okay.
gonna go way up.
Oh man! All right. But yeah,
Especially since
thank
we
you
talked
everybody
about
for
Bruce
tuning in. Thanks again to Jeremy for getting on here and giving us some insight about his training and everything. And thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time.